So in the last update, we talked about the potential of a 5-wave move up on this chart, that it might be complete. And we started to see a decline already. I think it was last week or so. We looked at Ocugen, and then the idea was maybe this is the start of the B wave, but it's still very small. You know, all the pullbacks up there, still very small. The reaction is very small. We had a target area, $1.90, and a resistance area, which I've now removed, but it was tested. That was probably our B wave top. So the main, the idea is we have 5 waves up, we could start the B wave pullback. After 5 waves up, we normally get a 3-wave pullback. So entirely possible this is happening, but we don't have enough structure, I would say, to the downside. What I'm currently tracking is, first of all, here how an ABC structure to the downside could be unfolding. Nearest resistance is 160 to 175. From there, we could get a B wave bounce and a C wave decline. However, because the orange scenario is also valid, because we're not dealing with really impulsive structures here, could be the A wave was a 3-wave move. The B wave pullback happened already here instead of a 4th wave in July. And this is another 1-2 setup. Then we should at least consider this as a first support area from where we could extend directly higher. I would prefer the yellow scenario, but it will probably not be until we see the structure of this bounce that will tell us the difference. Is it orange? Is it yellow? I prefer yellow for now. And in the yellow count, the price might form eventually a low, maybe around $1, around these previous swing lows. For now, I think we do have downside pressure against $1.75. And if this is indeed an A, B, C structure, then we might just start the 3rd wave down and could get another 4, 5. So, we might be aiming for the $1.20 to $1.30 level potentially in this C wave to the downside. And then, the reaction afterwards will tell us. If it's a corrective bounce, it might be a B wave. And if it's an impulsive rally, it will be a 3rd wave. So we'll have to pay close attention to the microstructures to see how this C wave unfolds. And when we get to the end and maybe see some bullish divergences, it could be an indication that the market is trying for a bounce.